You shop for fins lately? They come in all different sizes, materials, colors, shapes. They're all here. Today I'm going to figure out how do we get the right fin for the right board. It's no secret that removable fins not only make traveling easier, but more importantly, allows surfers to customize their performance of their surfboards. But doesn't it seem like there's a million different removable fins out there? And they come in a ton of shapes and sizes. There's fins for generating speed, controlling speed, balance, and power. Oh yeah, you can't forget about fin materials. And finally, you need to take into consideration the type of waves you'll be riding. Yeah, to me, all these fins look similar. Yeah, some look a little bigger and obviously come in different colors. But other than that, they all seem like they're the same. So you just have one set of fins in that you just interchange with each board for no matter what the conditions are.
No matter what, I use the same fins every day, all day, 1 foot or 10 foot, Malibu or Hawaii. I use the AM largest, they're the best fins.
Now, if you were to slide a different set of fin in, would you be able to tell a difference?
100%. It's a huge difference between fins. Can make or break a board, make or break a surf. I've just found through trial and error that these are the best fins for me. They just go on everything. I don't like having to swap out fins every day because it's picked up half a foot. I mean, that's why so many people on tour use these fins too, because they're so reliable.
Confused yet? Yeah, so am I. So that's why I headed over to see my buddy Daniel over at ET Surf Shop to see if he can simplify this. Running to everybody here. I'm running to Scott. This guy's been surfing the South Bay for longer than dirt. At the unveiling, so there's look at all this. There's 2 different cases here of fins. That's why it's important for us to figure out what's the differences. How important is color?
Apparently it was very important to Scott Johnson.
No comment. Color coordinated. Come on. He's the one who taught me everything.
So can you simplify all of this out for us? What's an easy way if someone wants to buy a fin? How do we simplify the process?
I think the most important thing is to figure out the type of board that the fin's going to be going in.
All right, so if you're still watching this, that means you really want more information. So Daniel, give us more information.
We got a pile of different shaped fins.
All right.
Fins that have a different material too. We're going to start with a pivot fin. This particular one is a honeycomb core construction. So there is a foam core to these here. The reason why they use foam is to lighten the fin up.
Right.
The reason why they use fiberglass is to stiffen the fin up. And there's also different shapes to a fin. They refer to fins as like a pivot fin, a rake fin, or a fin that's neutral. What makes this a pivot fin is how the fin is more upright. And you might even be able to see the little honeycomb in there.
Oh, yeah. Here, let
See
me see it in the light there, but you can see the honeycomb going through it there.
This one's much more upright.
Right.
So again, it just goes back to how the water hits the side of the fin. It's for like specific conditions.
Okay.
So punchier beach break,
Right.
Steeper, hollower beach break, to where you need to make those quick turns, but you're
Right.
getting pushed from the wave. You know, this is just a general way of choosing a fin.
Right.
You know, it's preference to how somebody wants a board to feel. Fin that's more neutral, it's going to definitely have a different shape to it.
Right.
The base starting midway up comes a little more upright. When you're making the fin more upright and less drawn out, the water can flow a little bit quicker and more freely off the back of the fin, which makes it snappier. Your neutral fin's like your most common.
Right, because you get a little both sides. You get the speed for down the line, but you also get a little bit more snappiness than you do in this guy.
Exactly. So like a Malibu, a Rincon,
Right.
Like a good lowers is where you would have either a neutral fin or let's say maybe a fin with a little more rake. With a raked fin, you have more surface area of the fin dragging out longer. Let's just say longer in the water. And if the fin drags out further back, you have more water hitting more surface area, which in return projects you and drives you down the line. So a raked fin's really good for like point breaks, where you got to cover a lot of area.
Right.
It helps you get down the line quicker. And if we were to hold these fins up, you could see that the yellow one here, the pivot fin, is a little wider, but it's more upright in comparison to these two fins. The neutral fin is a balance between having pivot and rake, and each one's gonna surf completely different. What we have here are 3 fins. They're the honeycomb fiberglass, which is the most preferred.
Right.
And
are these the most expensive then as well?
They are more expensive than the normal plastic ones, yes.
Okay.
Plastic has less energy, less rebound, so they're softer. The plastic fins flex quite a bit more than your fiberglass honeycomb.
Right.
And with a fin that flexes a lot more, it has a hard time with projecting you down the line like a stiffer fin, because it flexes. And with that said, being all over the place, if you lean hard onto a plastic fin and it's flexing, and you want to do that snap off the top, the fin might not have caught up to you.
Okay.
So it's kind of lags behind.
That goes back to us saying how much a fin can change your surfing. Because if it's the fin that's lagging, if you don't know that, you're gonna be like, wow, I'm not turning around, but it may be the fin's not stiff, not holding the water right.
Yeah, it's the way that the fin catches up to your reaction.
Right.
A plastic fin lags behind your reaction, which is in return going to make it feel kind of boggy and kind of, you lose drive and projection too. Right. There's shapes that a lot of the shapers come up with too, that they develop with their surfboards. What they would have is a Channel Islands fin, which Al Merrick designed. The Channel Islands fin is kind of one of the fan favorites of many. The reason being is you have a raked fin right here, so the 2 side fins have a lot of rake, so that's going to project and give you that drive that we talked about earlier with raked fins. But what he did over time is he said, okay, I want to balance out drive with maneuverability. He made the center fin smaller than the side fins. So that's what makes the Channel Islands fin, in my opinion, real versatile, because you get the drive from the 2 side fins having a lot of rake, and then the center fin being slightly smaller allows you to snap it and turn it.
Height and weight comes into it,
Height, weight, the surfboard shape, a fish 2+1, your normal shortboard, standard tri-fins, beach break versus point break.
Right. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to go into this. I don't know if this is going to clarify things for you, but
I would say try a few different sets of fins in your board before giving up on the board. I went from wanting to put my board directly on the used rack after one use to filling the board. God, this board feels really good. I know it can work. So I tried, I think it was 3 to 4 different sets. In the 4th set, the board was a board that I would never get rid of.
So we have FCS, we have Futures, there's a bunch of other fin manufacturers. When I buy a board brand new, I buy this board here, can I get any manufacturer and slide it into this? No. So there's Future fin boxes, which is what we're looking at now. Right.
And then there's FCS 2 and FCS 1.
If I wanted a flyer, could I get a flyer with FCS? Why do you have to get that custom?
The manufacturers, they build probably 50-50.
Okay, good.
So it just depends on what's available in stock at that time.
Right. So, I mean, obviously we've talked a lot about thruster setups. Now, some of these guys are on twins.
No center fin. Your boxes are set back a little bit on the board for more drive. But then again, what we were talking about, twin fin, look at all that surface area on the side. That's going to give you a good amount of drive. No center fin, so the water flows freely off the back without dragging at all. That's why twins are so fast. You just kind of keep it simple at first. You know, you always have to just try. It's trial and error.
Is there ever like a day that you guys or Future or FCS, whoever does it, comes out and says, here, you know, we're going to do a demo day on fins?
I mean, that would be a good way. There is really no demo program, but we would go to the extent as if we help you out with buying a certain set of fins for your board. If you went and tried them for a week, if you kept them clean, you kept the package, you didn't nick them up. If they didn't work out for you, then we can move on to the next set.
Okay. Okay, well,
so
that's good.
That's ET's demo program.
Okay, cool. I might have to do a contest here. We can find one of you, a guy who surfs average. You know, maybe you surf once, twice a week, and we can team up like Daniel. Maybe you want to do this, and we'll watch you surf on that board, and then we'll have Daniel take a look at everything that you're doing, and put together a board.
Sounds great.
Give it to them, and see if it changes the way they feel about surfing. I bet you it would. How crazy is that? I love that idea. Look at that. I'm couple ideas right here.
I'm down.
Anyway, hey, thanks for watching. I'm Brad Jacobson. I'll see you on the sand.
Bye for now.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah, there's so much to it.